First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX and WIBX950.com.
Have you been following along on this Luigi Mangione?
It's me, I'm Mario.
He is, of course, the one who shot the United Healthcare CEO and was recently caught at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Steve Hauck, of course, trains police officers around the country and has great insight. I never thought, Steve, that they were going to catch this guy.
I thought he was a trained pro.
And based on what we saw, Andrew, I agree with Andrew. I thought he was a trained pro, like a hitman.
Actually, when I first saw it, I thought just the opposite. I saw the way he was standing, which would not be a typical way to fire a weapon.
Okay.
And I saw the fact that initially first of all, if you were going to shoot someone like that, a professional, you do it much closer range.
Right.
He stopped, and it is a person's walking away from him. And then the first shot hit him in the leg. Not a good sign of someone that's a professional.
I didn't realize that. The first shot, he hit him in the leg.
I didn't know that either.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the first one hit him in the leg, and then after he went down, he went up and executed him. So, so that's what I thought was that it was actually an amateur. But it was interesting. And can I just for a second digress? That the worst part about blinds is when you get that string on the right side that it becomes uneven in the bottom of the blind. It's one way. You might as well throw them away.
You're right.
To get that to ever line up.
It is, and I'm going to tell you, I spend all I must be some sort of there's a glitch in my brain because it drives me nuts. I'm adjusting it left and right. I'm and
you're determined. You feel like in your being you can finish it. I got it right.
I got it right. And then I'll look at it again 5 minutes.
Right down.
5 minutes later. 5 minutes later, it's off again. You're right. Rip it down.
Yep. It's terrible.
Whereas the other problem with the vertical blinds is those things are they easily break and they're a mess. Yeah. They were big in the 50s though, 60s.
Yeah. Oh, they sure were.
Okay. So where were we? I forgot.
So the latest is Steve that they have found him. They found him in a McDonald's. He's been arrested. He's fighting extradition, and now the rounds at the scene and the casings at the scene match the gun that he had on his person.
And his manifesto actually included the CEO from United Healthcare. Yeah.
And they found his fingerprint on the water bottle they recovered.
Yeah.
A partial print on the little snack bar he had. So.
Steve, one thing that amazes me is this kid did a pretty good job of getting away. Obviously showing up at a McDonald's, showing his face. What are you thinking? I mean, we're all thinking he's wearing a mask of some sort, a prosthetic, some Hollywood type disguise, and none of that. But this just shows you the amazing work that police can do. And the number of cameras that are out there.
Well, and how important seeing something and saying something is, because it's not like the police were tracking him this McDonald's. Maybe they were and we didn't know, but it was ultimately the employee that saw him.
There's a lot to take away here.
Yeah, well, the chief of deputy or detectives in New York City said that when a reporter asked him at the original press conference if he was on the radar, if they were familiar with his name and knew him, and he said point blank no.
Yeah.
So clearly, they might have been closing in on him, but they clearly didn't know exactly who it was. But we do have to remember some things. Is that when you think about, and I'll put it in perspective. If you've ever been on the highway, on the thruway, and you drive past a trooper and you know you're going over the speed limit, you keep looking in the rearview mirror because what do you think? He's coming after you.
Yeah, right.
He's coming after you. And when he pulls out, you're like, he's coming for me. He's coming for me, and then he goes by you. So imagine have you just killed somebody and you're all over the news. So his paranoia was probably, and then if there's mental illness, was on fire. So he was trying to lay as low. And I actually have spent some time in Altoona, Pennsylvania. That would be a good place to lay low. You could really ride under the radar there. Over time,
somebody's going to see
just get away.
Again,
get away,
showing his face was his. I don't know why I think of all these things. Like, this is what I would have done to not get caught, because I don't plan on ever doing that to somebody. But this kid clearly was normal. Everybody talks about him as being a nice kid, bright, very bright, valedictorian of his private school, but something snapped.
Well, it could very well be the pain. Some people, the pain drives people to do crazy things.
So, boy, but man, it just shows you the work police can do today. It's incredible.
It is, and technology really has helped us. Nothing beats good old-fashioned police work and detective work. And obviously, the people in the McDonald's were smart to do it, and they handled it exactly the way you want. Because remember, he was still armed. So who knows what could have happened had they gone up to him and said something in some way. So could have gone really bad.
Steve, I hate to say it, but I'm, quote, tired today and running way behind. That's what I'm going to say. I'm tired.
Yeah, there you go.
Talking about tires. So,
you're feeling a little flat.
A little flat. That's right. A little deflated. A little deflated. All right. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for your insight.
Take care, guys.
All right. Thanks. Steve Hauck.